last night. That's my bad. I wanted to, and then I don't know what happened. It's just that time of the year, month, week, whatever. All right, let's put on subscriber only chat. You have to be a subscriber for at least 20 minutes to talk with us. Hey. So, while my son is at swim class, I just wanted to pop in, say hi, and I forgot my calendar to see what else we had to read on. And that was a problem yesterday because I was sitting there like, what do I want to read on? And to be honest, there was like nothing I really wanted to read on. And I thought that really strange because I'm like, we're still in this stuff, we're still in this mess, we're still, having a hard time as a society. And while that's all true, and it is, hey, lovey, thank y'all for the likes and the love and showing up. But while it's all true that we're in the middle still of stuff, I don't want to say I feel a calm. I don't want to say I feel a calm. Hey, Carly Boo, girl, thinking of you. I just don't feel scared. Don't get me wrong, I have my moments. Anytime I end up on some doomer video, I'm like, you need to be stocking up. You need to be stocking up. The world's coming to an end if you don't have at least 6 months of da-da-da-da. Anytime I land on a doomer video, absolutely. I do have my moment of like, and then I just have to go, because I got to keep breathing, right? I have to keep breathing. So there's that. There's that. I'm assuming some of y'all are feeling the same way because I did see where Suze was like, hey, anybody feeling anxious? So, I mean, I won't say that I don't feel anxious. Those do crop up. I mean, I'm a human being. But at the same time, it's like I'm borrowing their energy. It's not my energy. It's their energy. Because I'm not until I land on their videos, And it's like, okay, my living situation does not allow me to stock up. Yes, it's karaoke. No, you know how I left my house today? Because I had my a new psych to meet with for my ADHD medicine. She's only giving me extended. She says her license doesn't let her do immediate, and I'm like, I don't know. For some reason, I felt like, are you trying to say that I'm a drug user? Is that why I can't have immediate? Because I like the immediate Adderall just goes 5 hours and then it's out my system and I'm good with it. The immediate ruins my dreams. Like I don't get to dream. And I mean, not immediate, the extended. And I've been on the extended, I did it for 2 years. And then a friend of mine who's also late stage ADHD, she realized that the extended was spiking her blood pressure or something. And I was like, just try the immediates only, because she would have, I think they call it boosters, like a 5 milligram booster or something, for later in the day because she had long work hours, as did I. So I would have that too. But I never used the shorter ones because I didn't think they were going to be as effective as the longer ones. But once she mentioned that, and I was like, when I'm on the extended medicines, I don't get to dream. It's when I run out of my medicines that my dreams return. And I don't know. We just like figure this out, and then like she only gets immediates now because it keeps her blood pressure from spiking. So, hey, it makes a difference. But I felt like, I don't know, this was a new doctor. So it was like, I promise you, I'm not a drug addict. Like, I promise you. She's like, all I'm qualified for is extended. And I'm just like, I don't want those. You know, I'm going to try them again and see if it does the same thing. But it also killed my spirituality. And it also killed my. I'm a writer. So the way that I write is I hear my characters. So it also killed my ability to hear my characters. You know, I don't think I'm going to take them. Because now that I like give it out, like, what does it do to me? I'm like, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's. I think I just have the raw dog ADHD until I can get a new doctor. Um, anyway, um, so yeah, I was just talking about how like last night I sat there getting ready to hit live, and I'm like, I don't even want to read on anything. Like, there's nothing that interests me. Okay, all the dark web stuff dropped. Okay, we knew that was coming. Don Lemon interviews Ashley St. Clair. Okay, we knew that was coming. And I was like, why did I not consider him for the Black Queen? Why did I not? I was like, technically, and I don't mean this in any derogatory way, but it's like when I get queens for men, it already lets me know what side of the tracks they're on. So I'm like, why didn't I remember that about him? And so when I opened my YouTube app and I saw Don Lemon interviews Ashley, I was like, oh, the queen. It was so funny. It was so funny. I was like, wow. Yeah, we totally missed it. He does have a lot of masculine energy. Absolutely. Except when he gets with Jennifer. When he gets with Jennifer, it's like, girl. It's like really two queens at that point. Because that's just how it is. And oh my gosh, his tactics of interviewing, they're good because they do what they're supposed to do, but they're annoying as shit to me. He plays stupid so hard. Like, he plays so stupid. No, Susie, if you watch it, he was playing different tactics with her to see what would break the fence, you know? Somebody else told me that too, Carly, that they've been messing with the VA now. They're coming down on the VA. My friend who gets who we were talking about the difference between the immediate and the extended Adderall, she had the VA. Girl, it's not that he's saying he's not political. He said he's not a Democrat, which I get, because in a way, I don't feel like I'm one either. I'm a humanist. I mean, I have to vote Democrat because the opposite side has always shown themselves to be assholes. I'm sorry, they have. Well, I heard him first say he's not a Democrat, so I guess I missed the not political part. But his existence is political, so whether he says he's not or not is just, it's not true. Um, as long as he still votes, it's not a problem. Because the other, okay, I noticed the new I'm not political or I don't do politics. The new phrase has now been couched into politics aside. It's like, honey, there is no politics aside. All of it is politics. All of it is politics, sweetheart. All of it, our existence. If you're female, if you're handicapped, if you're VA, if you're black, if you're an immigrant, if you have any kind of disability, invisible or physical or whatever it is, all of it is politics. If you're a child, your education, your ability to eat, your ability to have health care, all of it is politics. So regardless of what, you cannot do politics, but honey, if you're not participating in the sex, what is it called? All right, so you could be violated by it, let's put it that way, because politics is going to do you, with your consent or not. Oh, it's in short supply, but her license, because she's an MP also, a nurse practitioner, so her license says no. Whereas my other doctor, he no longer works there. First of all, he burnt himself out. You know, he was in a marriage, I don't know, that wasn't working. You know, people burn themselves out when they start to get a little personal with you. And when you're a safe person, they share a little bit. So his marriage wasn't working, so he was overworking to not be home. And then he bought himself a motorcycle, and he's in his 40s. I'm like, oh, midlife crisis. And he's like, yeah. So when they said he's not there, I was like, okay, makes sense. I don't know if it's not. Honestly, I don't think the short supply is for real. Matter of fact, let's look at that. I don't think short supply is actually the truth. I think it's, again, political moves. Because a couple of years ago, just about all of medication for Adderall, for ADHD was in short supply, if we want to say. But I went 3 months without my medicine, and that was the hardest shit ever. And I had to move at the same time. And oh my God, when I say I almost swallowed several pills then, and I'm not talking about Adderall, it almost happened. My hand lingered over a bottle, and I was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, I had to, pull back, girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? And so it doesn't surprise me that the HRT patches are out too, or in short supply also, because that's a female thing. And as somebody was saying, if you want to mess with our SSRIs for those who are on depression pills, and if you want to mess with our hormone therapy, you really want us to burn shit up, because it's the fire horse here. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because neurodiverse people and females in their 40s, the women who grew up on Firestarter, Gremlins, Stand By Me, Lost Boys, Silver Bullet, us, Halloween. Are you sure you want us to not have our medicines? Ooh, that's called a suicide pact. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is the medicine. Look. Do you really want our youth and our hormonal women to not have their medicine? Are you serious? You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. As people were saying, they were like, I forgot what medicines they're on, but they're like, my Lexapro, my Prozac, my whatever, it is keeping society safe. Why would you not let me have my medicine? Hey, look, I don't harm me. I'm going to harm you, is what they said. I said what they said, okay? But anyway, y'all see that? What? Oh, man, there's too many people out. I can't stand that. Oh, I like your bathing suit, though. I like your bathing suit. Anyway. Oh, I meant to go and ask them if I can take my daughter's place, since she's not going to be swimming as an adult. I think it's time I get swim lessons, right? You don't want to take that hormone therapy out. Why? Okay, but let's see. Is this a ploy or is this actually a shortage? I'm curious. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me back it up. Back it up. I would get a luxury car 20 years after it's made, but I still love my Acura. I've always wanted one. It's just you have to understand, when you're making an order with the universe, you kind of got to be specific. I had wanted to move into the neighborhood near my kids' school before we left Georgia. I was like, I really want to move to this neighborhood. I really want to move to this neighborhood. And then I end up moving there for 2 months because my new boss had an extra home and he let us stay there for 2 months. And then I still had to move back to Miami anyway because he wasn't paying enough for us to go anywhere. And it was like, are you serious? I finally get to live over here. And it's like, and now I gotta move. So you gotta make sure that you put your, oh my God, it's on recall? Oh, that's horrible. That is so horrible. You really don't want to do this to us. Yeah, so you gotta make sure when you start putting your order in with the universe, make sure that you are very specific. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only, of course. I think if they're going to start crawling our social media transcripts and stuff, I think they're going to be looking for exactly that phrase. If at least if I was an evil, diabolical piece of shit, I would definitely be searching for the phrase allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, because you know then somebody said some shit. Like you know then that somebody said something that I'm not going to agree with, right? That's what I would be doing. All right, so is this medical situation with hormone therapies and neurodiverse medications, the shortage, the recalls, etc., are these on purpose? Hmm. There's a maybe here, but I'm actually kind of leaning towards a yes, especially because these two cards came up yes. The energy underneath and the energy at the split. Both of these are coming up yes. The Page of Cups energy, you already know that we got that as somebody diabolical. But look at this, emotional immaturity and lack of direction, creative block. Can't take your medicine. Like sometimes the cup is seen as taking medication, or whereas the pentacles are seen more as either pills or health. And then you have the King of Wands, right? And so the King of Wands, again, is a lack of vision, lack of leadership, arrogance, impulsiveness. And, you know, he has this little lizard lackey here. This does feel like, and both of these are yes cards, by the way. So it feels like, honestly, the answer is yes. And I immediately get a flash of RGB, which I guess would be the king. No. Would he be a king? Or would he be a Page of Cups in this condition of talking about health? I guess, what's RGB's birthday? Does anybody know? I think that might lend more of a direction towards which one he is. Though I am leaning more towards the king, because he really is in control over our health as a nation. And he's already done so much damage. So it does make sense for him to be, oh yeah, hold on. I see another wand. There's a lot of fire energy here, by the way. So like I said, there's the Seven of Wands in reverse, which would have hit the table, right? Because this is the one that came out and dropped out. And so this one is like wanting you to feel defeated, wanting you to give up, wanting you to feel like there's nothing you can do, like you won't make it. So I feel like they are playing with our minds here. This does feel like that. But at the same time, it does feel like they're not going to get the results they're looking for. You know what I mean? Where it's like you want people broken, but what this is actually going to allow people to do is to get violently angry. I don't think you know this. I don't think you want this, because it's still a fire card regardless of what, right? You're feeling like the whole war with Ira is all a massive setup. It totally is. Now, on one hand, I do agree with David, the twins from Twin Tarot. I do agree with David about this being about trying to set up a port gang, like port gang, basically, like a port monopoly. Because if you notice, they went after that, which had the strait, and they wanted Ira to play with them. And Ira was like, F you, we're not playing this game. Because why would we give you the money when we can keep all the money? Right? And then when you look at what happened with Albania, their island, the island off of the coast of Albania, is by the other port strait. And it also has all this tunnel, all these tunnels and all this military, like it is a prime real estate for you to man the strait. Like if you own it, then this is perfect. And considering it's Jared's company that's owning it, that you already know it has nothing to do with Ivanka. She's just put out there, oh, Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh my God. Thinking of Ivanka made me think of Gwyneth. Ivanka is like a A, B, C, D, E, F, G, uglier brand of Gwyneth. But Gwyneth's not that amazing to me either. But anyway, so that's a straight. It's not a read. He put it in a post. I mean, he did talk about it in a thing and kind of explain where he was going, but then he put the post of the Chat GPT conversation, and it was just like really weird because I'm like, finally, because Greenland is melting, right? And so as Greenland melts, more of the minerals are being exposed, but also that way of travel is opening, right? And so then there's the Panama Canal. And then, so when you start paying attention to all these attacks, you're like, oh shit, you're trying to become shipping moguls. Like you're really trying to take us back to 200 years ago or what have you, when we have pirates and shit. This is the 21st century, you know? And I forgot who said this, but they were like, how are you going to apply 20th century fighting tactics to a 21st century world? Yeah, you can cut off the internet at this point, sure. But we still have too much knowledge now, you know? You know her sister-in-law, they're lovely and tied to Izzy. So there's that. Oh, really? Hey, Dawn. Really? I didn't know that. But like, it was so tone deaf. I won't say it's tone deaf. I mean, I guess it's tone whatever she wanted it to be. Because why in the hell would you do a hotel commercial? We've been talking about the situation for the last year and a half loudly. So to do a commercial right now just doesn't make freaking sense unless you're one of them, you know? So, so I'm definitely going to lean towards RF being, oh my God, hold on. So, no, I don't think it's tone deaf. Honestly, I think it's tone, like as I was getting ready to say tone deaf, I'm like, no, it's exactly the message she wanted to send. Because like y'all go look for pictures during the 1930s and 40s. Go look for pictures of those people who wore those uniforms with those things on their uniform, you know, the ones that we can't do. Go look for those pictures. Those people have happy, smiling family pictures. They went to the movies. They went to the casino. They did normal everyday life as they took lives. You know what I mean? And it's this weird dichotomy of like, this is why it pays to be stupid because stupid people don't think about the things that people who critically think and who overthink and whatever. And I don't think it's overthinking. I think everybody's just underthinking. But if you really start getting yourself in an existential crisis of going, I'm okay, but a school got bombed, you know, or like if you start like understanding that you're having this up life or even a neutral life and someone's having the hell of their life. We look at the 90s like, oh my God, the 90s were pretty amazing on a societal level, not necessarily a personal level for some people. But then you realize all the Jeffrey stuff was through the 90s. So it's like, so these people were going through hell and I'm like skipping down the street and skating and, you know, playing street NFL. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like you can get stuck in that and you shouldn't. But at the same time, seeing pictures of, say, Goebbels, for instance. I look up a picture of Goebbels. I see him with his family. And he's like so happy. And they look like a 1950s family. And it's weird to me because you're a monster. But if you only see one part of them, they're not, right? So that's the same situation for what we're going through now. People keep posting, and I don't think they're doing it as a joke. People keep posting, so should I go to work? Should I pay taxes? Because they're having an existential crisis. It's like all these people are trying to control me anyway. Like, y'all, they are coming out with smart license plates so that they can track your movement. You get what I'm saying? It's weird. Yeah, a billionaire friend at the height of COVID going on vacation. Or like, the world is shut down, but oh my God, y'all, Mexico is open. Let's go take them our disease. Or this thing that comes from overseas, right? because we can't blame it on the ship. We can't blame it on the people on the cruise. They didn't know any better. But you had people literally catching it in Italy, then coming back home. And it's like, baby, you sick. Stay in Italy for a second. You know what I mean? Yeah, taking a private, exactly. Or even like, it's not just a white people. It was black people too. They're like, Jamaica's open. And Jamaica was like, you can come here, but you're staying on the resorts. And then you have people trying to sneak off the resort because when will I be in Jamaica again? Well, you should have stayed your ass home because there's a global thing happening. You know what I mean? And you're the disease bringer. I don't feel bad, okay, but you're still carrying it. It's because your immune system sucks ass. So you're not getting the signals. Whereas somebody with a strong immune system goes down right away. It was so reversed. It was so interesting. And it was so reversed because people are like, I smoke every day and I'm not sick. I'm like, that's weird. That's weird. And then as I did my study and my science and looking into it and seeing what the Italian doctors were coming up with, seeing what the Chinese doctors were coming up with, meanwhile, our dumbass doctors were like, you got to have 101 fever. You do know everybody's not 98.6, right? Okay. So it turned out the stronger your immune system, the more susceptible you were to falling. Whereas the weaker your immune system, the more likely you were a carrier because you didn't even know. Oh, nothing happened to me. Oh, you have a shitty ass immune system. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It just told on you. Yeah. Oh, the World Cup is going to be an amazing super spreader. Oh, not just COVID, y'all. Everything. And it's going to be interesting because we're not in the winter yet. So that's good, right? But there are a couple of times of spikes. The spikes are always around, is what I've noticed. And trust me, I noticed this before there was a COVID for us to worry about. I noticed this with the flu. I would catch summer flu because some ass would be out there sick, sneezing in places. Like I caught the flu, like one that almost gave me pneumonia, standing behind somebody in Starbucks. And I don't even drink coffee. I was there to get something for my kids. And I knew I caught it because I'm like Sherlock Holmes. I could like zoom into the future and go, ah, shit. And then zoom back in like, really, bruh? Really? And I had the flu. Exactly. So that's it. So the spikes are going to be in the summer usually, right? Because you have summer camp, you have, think about it. Hand, foot, mouth spread because assholes took their kids to Disney World. Hand, foot, mouth is extremely painful for kids. And somebody took their kid to Disney World and it spread so much to Disney World. Then you have a quick little spike for back to school time. That's when the norovirus, like the stomach bug is going. It's not just a stomach bug. Okay, first of all, COVID is a vascular disease. So it hits different things. So then you have Thanksgiving. And I noticed it always spikes from Thanksgiving to about February, March. It's really interesting. So, all right. So the question was here, is this a deliberate shortage? Absolutely. 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 Also, they picked some fight with India. India says that's not gonna fly with us, bruh. And India is where we get our medicine from as well. So, because didn't they like bomb an Indian something? Hey, Bree girl, I never see you. Yeah, my kids had hand, foot, mouth at 2 years old, and I was like, what is this? I've never heard of hand, foot, mouth. Because I raised 2 kids and never heard of hand, foot, mouth. My twins go to school the first month they're in school. They both come back with hand, foot, mouth. The only benefit to that was they stopped drinking bottles because it was so painful. Ugh, I forgot. Bree, you are our resident astrologer. Oh my God, Jupiter goes into Leo? What time is that? What time is that? What day is that? Hey, Karma. Hey, y'all. Okay, Sean's missing. Q is missing. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know. Like, I'm not on my medicine. I can't think. And plus, like, my cycle's starting at some point. So it's like, I'm here. Explosion of birth. I don't know how there's an explosion of birth. Do you know how hot it is? Oh, but those guys are hot though. If I was still in my slut era, oh my God, I would be a soccer fan right now. Those boys are hot. They are so hot, right? And if you were like into somebody with money, you would hang around the stadiums because, in America at least, because you know they were able to afford it. But if you wanted somebody from overseas, oh gosh, it'd be a good time. Good time to be one. Oh, y'all, it's too hot. I got to turn up the air, so you're going to hear it now because I'm dying. Okay, let me see if I can get away with number two. Um, yeah, but I was going to say, like, don't touch me. Like, I don't understand people getting pregnant during the summer. It is too hot. Girl, all the boys, like, I saw all the boys. The Nigerians, the Scottish, oh my God. It wasn't Qataris. What's the other one? Oh my God, I can't put my brain on it. I can't put my brain on where they come from. I don't know if you can still hear me. The Mexicans. Oh my God. I was just like, I need to travel more. I hope you can still hear me. The herd immunity has dropped. Oh yeah, herd immunity has definitely dropped. Okay, listen, I'm so glad I'm not a 20 something with a super healthy body anymore. Seriously, because I would be hanging out at the stadium like, give me some, please. I just want to know what it's like. Talk to me, dirty. Dirty. Oh, you want some ranch? You want some ranch? That's the new foreplay. I got ranch. I hate ranch. Listen, a man can look at candy, so can a woman. Like, listen, I will objectify you, please. Please and thank you. Your son is 8'9". 09 at 409. What? I see. All my kids are winter kids. All my kids are winter kids. Their birthdays are in the summer, well, fall, but all my kids are winter kids. Cause girl, you ain't touching me in the summer. Oh my God, I don't understand. It's too hot to be touching each other. That's when we live in separate houses. Don't breathe my way. I don't even know what it is right now, but it was like 95 degrees yesterday or 93 degrees with a 70% humidity. Like, frick, don't touch me. Your son is 8'9". My son is 8'26". But that's a December baby, so not by choice, but still. It's definitely a still don't touch me. Swimming pools are amazing. I guess. I guess if you're doing a little National Lampoon up in there. I don't care about AC. Listen, the heat in Florida is such that the AC don't matter. It doesn't matter. The AC is like, girl, I'm on my last. The AC is like, listen, our AC blinked off the other day because it was like, damn, it's hot. And then next thing you know, it blew like, look at the sun. See the sun? You don't have babies in the summer. Like, you don't make babies in the summer. Oh, that's so funny, y'all. I'm dying though. That's hilarious. I'm not dying. I gotta watch my mouth. That was hilarious. You were so nauseous your entire pregnancy. Your ex wanted to touch your stomach all the time. Oh yeah, get off of me. Don't come near me. Oh my God. And then yeah, there are people who are natural hot water bottles, and you're like, dude, you walk around this hot all the time? Listen. But if you National Lampoon, you get a little close in the water. Because it wasn't that where he was swimming. Yeah, he was swimming. The National Lampoon Vacation or whatever it was. The lady in red was in the water. 85. Psst. How did you guys cool off 20 degrees? That's crazy. All right. So what was the other question I was going to ask? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I will say though, having the world here in America has been a little validating because they can't judge us anymore. They're all like, "Oh my God, America! I didn't realize how big you are." Yes, yes. Guess what? We can't do. We can't all just march on Washington. Like that's 3,000 miles for some of us. Hello, we have to travel the equivalent of going from I won't know what the equivalent is, but say from England to Russia in order to march, and we don't have a train to get there because our transportations suck. Man, I haven't watched any of Barry stuff because I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. This is really interesting though. I kept getting this, even though I keep shuffling. The Three of Pentacles in reverse, disagreement. And then I'm getting this freedom card. What are you trying to say? I haven't watched any of the Barry Michelle. I don't want to cry. I saw that her speech made Barack cry. I'm like, oh, I'm not for it right now. Listen, because the stress is breaking up my hair anyway, like literally, let me tell you. Like, okay, so you see how long this is? Like this is long. Here's the stress. This, like, I literally, look at the length difference. So I'm now like, I need to cut my hair. And it's like a hand palm size right here. So I have hair here, but it's like, oh my God, the stress is breaking my hair off again. Look at the difference, the length difference. So now I'm like, I gotta cut my hair again. It's driving me nuts. I don't want, listen, anytime I see Obama, I start crying because I'm like, you people really did this to us again. I mean, I know it was going to happen regardless. Okay, my son's coming. So we'll get elsewhere, but pause for a second. Give me 5 seconds. Okay, because I don't like you to be. Well, yeah, you can sit. You won't be in here. Hey, you can sit, kid. Oh Lord, hold on. The claw. Best thing at a Dollar Tree. You can sit your bum. You're not gonna be on. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna go because I do need to go to a Dollar Tree. I heard that they have Korean pads there. Who told me that? One of y'all told me that, I think. So I'm gonna go check out the Dollar Tree. Listen, I'm gonna go check out the Dollar Tree and see if they have the Korean things there, because it's that time of the year, time of the month. He represents the father. Okay, so I'm gonna go check them out. Do you guys know which one those are called? Because I'm gonna go there now. But this is the best thing there. I put it in my car in case something rolls. Do y'all know what those are called? Because I'm gonna go get them now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna come on later. Pero I'm gonna go now. Okay, I'm about to go check those out. And then I'll see. Anyway, talk to y'all later tonight when I'm in actual AC. Because I am baking right now. Like the sun is on me. So I have all the sweat everywhere. Anyway, got to go. Ciao, ciao. Bye. See you soon.